It's a mailbag episode. We've got loads of questions that we're going to answer from you guys, so stay tuned. What's up, people? It's your boy Mex, the WrestleManiac, if you will, back again with another episode, and it is a mailbag special. We've got questions from my Instagram, WrestleManiac UK, that we are going to answer. I'm not answering them alone. Of course, I'm here with my co-host, Gabe. What are you saying, bro?
Yo, it is Scraps with Gabe. What are you saying? The mailbox is full today, so we are going through it to look at some of these people's opinions, man. So yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions spanning over different companies and stuff like that. We're going to do our best to answer them and be very succinct and to the point. You know, no sitting on the fence. Give the opinions.
Yeah, man. Nah. Y'all gonna get the real.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you want to get started?
Yes. At Mr. T, big ups. What do you think the ceiling is for Joe Hendry in WWE as a signed TNA wrestler?
So basically what he's doing now in NXT.
Yes.
To become NXT champion. I think that is the ceiling sort of thing. And I think it'll be good. I think it's a nice place to occupy. Right now, the men's division at NXT is not the greatest. He's not my favorite wrestler in the world, but I think it's just a nice little position and to kind of show TNA that, we are putting your guys on as well.
I think it will be a headline as well to say, obviously, I think when you look at these collaborations, it's very rare you see someone from a different company holding their main belt of like another promotion. Exactly. And I think if any place is the place to, do it, it'd be NXT and TNA because not to make it sound, not to downgrade or anything like that or dismiss, but I think where obviously NXT and TNA, they are kind of slightly lesser in terms of the presentation than obviously Raw and SmackDown and wherever. They can kind of afford to make that decision and do that and see if it works, innit? Do you know what I mean? So
yeah. I don't think it's a particularly risky move. So
yeah.
Next question from Babyface Harry. Who had the better shooting star press? Or who has the best shooting star press?
Who has the best shooting star press? Ooh.
I mean, I've always liked Billy Kidman's.
Yes.
From back in the day.
Yes,
that's
very,
like
very
the
good
OG one for me.
Ricochet has a really good shooting star press.
Ricochet's is clean.
He's not my favorite, but I'm going to throw one honorable mention in here.
Who?
Shane McMahon.
Okay.
His shooting star
it's
with
a mess. It's a mess.
It's a mess, but like, it also kind of worked. Like the one on, was it AJ Styles?
Yeah.
I can't lie. I went, no.
It's like... Because his body doesn't move with grace like everyone else's.
It kind of was like
limbs are everywhere. Yeah. It's a crazy shooting star for us.
I think I might agree with you as well, Billy Kidman. Billy Kidman. Yeah. This is from Negamo. Do you have faith in TK booking Bobby Lashley as a credible threat, or will Bobby just be taking Canadian destroyers from Orange Cassidy and suffering roll-up losses to Darby Allin for months at a time? Sound like you got TK's pen. I can't lie. Sound like you got a pen. Obviously, there's still the question of obviously will Bobby Lashley even be signing with AEW?
Yeah.
But if he does, I've obviously spoken about this on one of our previous episodes. TK does not have the greatest track record booking big men. So if I'm honest with you, I don't have much faith in it. I think he'll be taking Canadian destroyers and roll-ups from Darby Allin? Probably not. But I just think what will happen is, again, we will suffer from the same formula, or I call it WWE to AEW starter pack. You will show up on a big show. You will do a few promos, do some matches against some people. He will do a match with Powerhouse Hobbs, and everybody will go crazy. And people say wrestling is food, And and then next thing you know, Collision champion.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be very promising. Apparently, he's going to do boxing now anyway. So,
really?
Yeah. So,
okay.
See how that works.
I heard he was doing Misfits. KSI's.
Well, I think people are just saying that because he's doing boxing.
Okay.
I don't. It might be Misfits. Who knows? Next question from Radical89. If Ilya Dragunov and Gunther do face off for the World Heavyweight Championship, what should the stage be? Is that a WrestleMania match? As in, for the first installment of this on the main roster,
no.
Do you reckon it should be WrestleMania?
I think main roster should get a feel of what Ilya and Gunter in ring
Can
do. If I'm gonna say anywhere, I think they should do another international PLE.
Yeah.
I think if they're gonna, I don't know if obviously they're gonna run back Berlin again or wherever the case may be, but if they do, bring Gunter in one more time again as obviously, you know, as champ or whatever the case may be. And yeah, man, have him and Ilya go at it in Berlin, because I think, again, the appreciation will be there. The crowd will probably be clued up on what they can do as well. So they'll kind of give it right back to them. And as we've been seeing, international PLEs are the place to do your matches like these. Yeah. They will absolutely give it to you, man. They will give it to you. Yeah. From sports and gaming, what are your thoughts on Britt Baker's future? She went from big potential feud versus Mercedes to now that match and feud not even being discussed. So from what I've seen, she's got a match with Serena Deeb on the 5-year anniversary coming up.
She re-emerged. Yes.
She re-emerged. She has. Britt Baker has re-emerged from the darkness.
It's kind of mad to me that those two big characters, like, this is what happened with them, and. Yeah,
it's crazy.
We've seemingly just parted ways with it all.
Yeah,
there might be some underlying other stuff there. Who knows? But yeah, it was a shame.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You know, hopefully all the best for Britt Baker, but you know, I don't know, man. Right now, it's looking a bit blaky.
Yeah, it is. Got a question from Blazing Boy. Is Cody's reign with the belt so far mediocre?
I'll let you go first.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think, yes, there's maybe a lack of challenges that we care about, but it's one of them ones where we're smart fans, as they say, or we're intelligent fans. We know what's happening in the business. So we don't expect Cody to just lose his title willy-nilly to someone. There's no jeopardy, ultimately.
Yeah.
So that's why we are maybe not so entertained by it. But I think he's delivering on the match front. We've had the champion before him that everything was finishes with Bloodline getting involved, and that's not the case. He's putting on some good matches, so I'm all right with Cody's run so far.
Yeah, I agree as well. I think again, like the natural problem that was going to come with whoever beat Roman was everyone was going to look at it with not rose tinted glasses, but Roman tinted glasses, where they were going to say, yeah, but it's not the same, it's not this, it's not that. The reality is, man, Cody was never going to bring the same thing to the table that Roman did, and that's absolutely fine. Yeah. We need to get into a place where we've seen Cody's been doing very well in matches. The feuds feel relatively somewhat important as well. And yeah, man, again, guys, we've got to give him time. Just give him time. I know it's been a fairly good period of time, but we're probably just getting into the very good bit of his reign. We're probably just about to get into that.
Yeah.
From Aaron S. Martins, if WWE was trying to an NWO style storyline with AW invaders, who do you think would best fit the roles of Hall, Nash, and Hogan? That's a good question.
So if like AEW people came over to WWE,
who would be Hall, Nash, and Hogan from AEW?
If it's me, I'm sending over the Bucks and Kenny Omega.
Yeah. I think because when you think about it as well, like the Bullet Club is really and truly DNA of NWO.
And even just because they are ultimately the faces of the company in terms of the founding fathers, like, you know, if the Bucks and Kenny Omega came over and done the whole spiel of, oh, this is where the big boys play, huh? Like, yeah, it would feel proper.
If I had to give 3 people who were non-elite, Swerve is one of them. I say Swerve, Mox, and as a third, I would probably say,
I think Jay White would fit into something like
that.
Jay
White is yes.
Mox being like the Hogan because he's been there before would be a good shout. But
Swerve is kind of the kind of the Hall of it, and then Jay White's the Nash.
Yeah. Cool. TV Love 10 at TV Love 10. What wrestlers had the best physique?
I guess it's down to what you think is a good physique. Like, are we just talking down to the aesthetic of like they look muscular, or are we talking like?
Yeah, it depends.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
I mean Finn Balor has a fantastic physique.
But I got abs, fam.
Yeah, Bobby Lashley, especially for his age, is in great shape.
Very, very great shape. Brock Lesnar, great shape. Yeah. Roman Reigns, Roman, fantastic shape. Yeah. Jupiter 8978. Which feud is better, Punk versus Drew or Swerve versus Hangman? This is not even a question. Swerve versus Hangman.
Yeah, Swerve versus Hangman for me. I think the storytelling of Hangman's story, even before Swerve turns up on the scene, is just something captivating.
Yep.
Swerve has been great as well. The violence we've got in it is right up my street. So that's the answer for me.
Yep, I agree 100%. When you look at Swerve and Hangman, Punk and Drew has added a lot of layers to the two of them, but I think Swerve and Hangman has solidified them two in AEW, like in history. 10 years down the line, this feud will still be remembered. 100%.
Yeah, definitely. Last but not least, at Grenville Club, if you had the opportunity to conduct a 60-minute interview with any of the 3 members of the Shield, which one would you choose and why?
I'm going to go for the non-atypical answer, and I'm actually going to say Mox.
Okay.
For me, I would say Mox just because I would love to speak with him about his journey as being, and again, like, you know, we look at Mox as the ace of pro wrestling. For me, I would love to just actually sit down with the man and just discuss, like, how did it feel for you doing something that's actually had not been done where in your time frame, like, and to the point that you you are now one of the most respected wrestlers and will be one of the most respected wrestlers of all time. I love Seth. Seth is one of my favorite wrestlers, and I would absolutely love to talk to Seth as well. But for me, I just think in terms of like the real content you could get out of it, not even talking like stuff that people can consume and about the views and stuff like that. Yeah. But in terms of what would actually be such enjoyable content to see, I think it'd be talking to Mox.
Yeah. For me, I think my answer would be Seth. I just feel like he is someone that is not giving his flowers enough.
100%. I agree with you. 100% I agree with you. 100% I agree with you.
He's got so much layers in terms of just family life and how that's kind of fed into the business as well. Injuries and stuff that big moments he's missed that we could talk about. Like,
surprising none of us said Roman, you know? For like his stature,
none of us said Roman. You know what I said? I didn't say Roman because I just think like we don't see enough of Roman for me to kind of know even what I'd ask him. Like, I don't think until this story is finished being told, then I think we're gonna get Roman. But
yeah, I hear it.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's the questions, people. Keep the questions coming in.
Keep the mailbox
look out
full.
on the WrestleManiac.uk on Instagram where the question threads go up, or on the community tab on the YouTube channel as well, WrestleManiac UK, to drop your questions and they will be read out here on the show. Quickly, in fact, I done a reaction. I wanted to get people's reactions to when Jey Uso won the title.
Okay.
The Intercontinental title. So let me just quickly get that up. And some of the people, I'll give everybody a shout out that left their messages with me. We have, whoops, what have I done here on my phone? Anafi said, I'm feeling yeetified. Ashton Owen, he said, about damn time. David Robson, I wonder if this title will bounce back and forth between Bron and Jay. Stephen says, I'm so pleased for Jay. Bron has been amazing and there's way more to come from him. Yeet. I am the real Cassie Jones, said fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji. Skylo Ben, it won't be a long reign. He'll drop that before Crown Jewel.
I agree. Maybe not before Crown Jewel, but I agree with that. I agree about it not being long.
Aklak 1386, didn't see this coming, but he needed this so badly. Maybe Wolfpack Bloodline cost him the belt to Bron. King Davo says, well-deserved, one of his best matches, 5-star match, and he done it on his own, no bloodline. Hassan W84 says, boo. WrestleMania
said no yeet.
WrestleMania says yeet. Joshua H. Clark, incomplete shock. We also had my old things saying hell yeah. So yeah, guys, you know, keep giving those reactions, keep giving your questions or read them out on the pod. Another great episode. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button, comment, and all of that good stuff. Gabe, where can people find you?
I am at Graps with Gabe on TikTok, Instagram, Gabe the Kid 142 on Twitter. Yes, please follow. Trying to grow the community, trying to make a really good thing happen here. So yeah, man, follow, man. Join the crew.
And to find myself, WrestleManiac UK on all your social media platforms. And that's it. WrestleManiac UK signing out, and we'll see you soon.
Peace.